Good morning and welcome to WNBA Updates. I'm Alina, and thank you for joining us. Today's top story is one that has drawn national attention and sparked serious conversations around player safety in professional sports. A Denton, Texas man has officially pleaded guilty to stalking WNBA star and Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark. The case, involving 42-year-old Joshua Evans, highlights the growing concerns around athlete harassment, especially in the digital age. According to court documents released this week, Evans admitted to federal charges of interstate stalking after a disturbing series of actions aimed at Clark, who first rose to fame during her record-breaking college basketball career at the University of Iowa and now plays for the Indiana Fever in the WNBA. Prosecutors say that Evans had been fixated on Clark for months. He used multiple fake social media accounts to send her obsessive, unwanted messages. Despite being blocked repeatedly, he created new accounts and continued the harassment. But the situation escalated far beyond the internet. Officials say Evans traveled across state lines to try to meet Clark in person, actions that eventually led to federal charges. The first real red flag came when Clark's team noticed a man lurking near several Fever practices and team events earlier this year. That man was later identified as Evans. Team officials and security raised concerns with the league, and after an internal review and growing fears about Clark's safety, local and federal law enforcement stepped in. Authorities later discovered that Evans had not only traveled from Texas to Indiana without permission or invitation, but had also made concerning statements about Clark online. His behavior was categorized as stalking under federal law, as it involved traveling between states with the intent to harass or intimidate. Evans was arrested and charged with interstate stalking, a federal felony that can carry a maximum prison sentence of 5 years. In court this week, Evans pleaded guilty, admitting that his actions were deliberate and caused emotional harm to Clark. His sentencing hearing has been scheduled for later this year. Until then, he remains in custody. Caitlin Clark has not made a public statement about the plea deal, but sources close to her say she is relieved that the legal process is moving forward and grateful for the support from her team and the WNBA. She is currently focused on finishing the season strong with the Indiana Fever. The WNBA released a statement shortly after the plea was entered, saying, quote, "No player should ever feel unsafe simply doing their job. We commend the swift action taken by law enforcement and reaffirm our commitment to player safety across the league." End quote. The Indiana Fever organization also echoed those sentiments, thanking the authorities and confirming that additional security measures have been implemented to protect Clark and all team members going forward. The case has ignited broader discussions around the safety and privacy of professional athletes, especially women. Advocates and players' associations are calling for increased protections, both physical and digital, as many athletes deal with obsessive fans, harassment, and threats. As Caitlin Clark continues her rookie season, fans have rallied around her with messages of support. On the court, she remains a powerhouse, leading her team in points and assists, and bringing in record-breaking viewership for the WNBA. But this case is a stark reminder of the challenges that come with fame, especially for young women in the spotlight. It also reinforces the importance of robust security protocols in women's sports. We'll continue to follow this case closely and bring you updates as sentencing approaches. That's all for this edition of WNBA Updates. I'm Alina. Stay safe, stay informed, and keep supporting women's basketball.
See you next time.